ever made a resolution for the new year? Yes? Remember how you outlined that plan for achieving your goals, pondering about what you expect, and the thought about the practices that you will employ? Yes? And you got excited about it and passionate. Oh, why am I asking about your resolution? Because just like a person's resolution for their new year, their annual plan for a company is a resolution that is still really important as well. An annual plan helps companies reach their broader vision by outlining the steps, the goals, the metric, the budget, and any other necessary means that they need in order to meet those objectives. So what is annual business planning? An annual plan can be defined as any company roadmap for the coming year. It doesn't have to be calendar year, by the way. It provides the company, meaning management, with an overview of the objectives and vision for the next year and the data that will be measured. See why we talked about KPIs recently? Annual planning breaks down the bigger vision of the company into smaller achievable goals, scattering them throughout the upcoming year. Now, not randomly scattering. Companies employ annual business planning to improve performance by clearing the expectations from employees and reach particular goals before the end of the coming year. An annual plan is crafted by analyzing performance in the previous year. Companies derive expectations from results of the previous year, which gives the team as well as management a better sense of where they are now, which is important, where they need to go, and how they're going to get there. The significance of annual planning lies in the order it organizes for the company as well as the team. It helps teams set particular business goals throughout the year and provide management with a better way of monitoring whether those goals are being met or not met. There's really two phases to annual planning: looking backwards, looking forwards. Take a look at your past. The most essential step to creating an annual plan is to look carefully at the past to find out where you currently are, analyzing where you missed out on opportunities, what worked for you the most to help to redefine the company's priorities and values, and taking a look back at the past helps you define expectations for the coming year. If you break it down, now you have the why and the where. You also need the who, the what, the how, and the when. So for each of the outlined objectives, and less is more, you will have to craft activities in order to get the desired outcome. You need to assign the people who are responsible, list out the resources, the time, the people, the money that are required, and a framework to monitor success. In other words, driving accountability. So each company crafts its business plan differently, and some elements, though, are always present, whether it's a 2-page or a 200-page. The vision. As the leader, it is up to you to direct the team. Paint the picture of where the business is going in a way that everyone understands and is motivated to move in the same direction. Rocks, goals, an annual plan always contains SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. These goals focus efforts, define ideas, and make sure that all the resources are being employed correctly. Data. How will you know you're making progress, as well as provide the information to the business leadership in order to monitor performance? And forecasting. It's another crucial element of any annual planning is the budget. By outlining the tasks and the expectations, a company can get a clear picture of how much resource it will require in advance in order to make it to the vision. You've got to look at the anticipated revenue and its underlying assumptions. From there, you look at the expenses that are going to be needed in order to get where you want to be at the end of the week, the month, the quarter, the year in total. And don't forget to look at the net profit line. That is important. Now, risk mitigation. What could go wrong, and how can you have a plan in place just in case that happens? Visionaries are optimists by their very nature, and successful entrepreneurs consistently talk about downside risk reduction. What are you going to do to make it as likely as possible to get to where your goal is, or to even exceed it? And lastly, communication and iteration. Once you write the plan, are you going to put it in a drawer and never look at it? Never tell the team about it? Well, hopefully that's not the case. So how will you communicate this plan? And as life changes, how are you going to iterate and make changes to the plan? in order to get to where you want to be, all of that is important.
Like this video if you found it helpful. And for more content just like this, subscribe to our channel or visit the Scaling Management Consultant Group website at scalinggrp.com or our new website at scalingresources.com.